Warning, please read before using your new skates. I think I'll pass on that.
We're rolling, welcome to Roll, Minnesota.
You're watching Roll, Minnesota.
You're watching Roll, Minnesota.
Minnesota seal of approval.
Yeah, we're watching Roll, Minnesota. Subscribe.
Hey everybody, what's up from Roll, Minnesota, your state of skate. Butch Lehman here, and today we're out at Shakopee Skate Park, one of my favorite skate parks of all time. And today we're bringing you a skate review. These are the Razor SL Graphite Edition, and I'm excited to test them out here at the park and give you my thoughts on the new skate. Now, I actually set these skates up a few weeks ago, but I got rained out during the session, so I didn't get a chance to really get a good feel for them. So today is attempt number 2, and what better place to start than my favorite feature in the park, this long quarter pipe right over here. Absolutely love this thing. Now these skates were ordered from Rollerwarehouse, and we'll go ahead and give you the unveiling here. Warning, please read before using your new skates. I think I'll pass on that. We've got a poster of Sean Keane. Absolute monster on the blades, definitely like him. As you guys probably know about me, I'm not much for anti-rocker skating. I like the flat frame setup. Kizers are my favorite. I feel like that gives the best H-block ratio to actual wheels. And so I like that big, extra wide grind groove on the H-blocks. So the thing I like about this quarter so much is the channel in the middle. It's 12 feet wide, and it gives you a definitive distance to slide in order for your trick to count. And so when you're learning how to grind and how to do quarter pipes, having that challenge of going at least 12 feet is something that helps a lot build the right angle, build the right consistency, and it's actually a little safer to fall on most of the time, provided you don't catch the little corner of it. So, favorite spot for me here at the skate park. By the way, in case you're wondering, I'm riding the Jeff Dalnas Eulogy wheels. They're 58mm, which is absolutely perfect to ride flat on the Kizer Slimelines. And I actually picked up multiple pairs of them, and I have a stash, so that once these wear out, I can swap in some new wheels, because I always like to ride fresh. All right, that went pretty well. Quarter pipes have always been my favorite thing to skate. They just feel safer without having to exert too much energy, since the transition in the ramp does most of the work for you. What I think we'll do now is migrate over to the other quarter pipe where the rail and the sea ledge are. Check it out. So we've got the rail, we've got this nice little sea ledge, and we've got this quarter pipe which sets up for lines. So I think that's going to be the goal, is to hit some lines into the rail, into the sea ledge, starting with the quarter pipe. Well, what kind of skate review would this be if we didn't do some negative tricks? So I think we'll start with negative Machio. That's pretty much the universal basic trick. But one that I really like is negative corn. That trick is one that I learned through a buddy of mine. Jake, if you're watching this one goes out to you, man. Next, we gotta hit some top sides, because when you buy skates, you want something that has enough flex where you can get into top sides relatively easily, but not too much flex where there's no ankle support. So TTP, we'll start with that. And if all goes well, we'll hit the True Fish, because that's one of my personal favorites. Status report. True spin fish brain was a really bad idea. That trick took me out. Destroyed my hip on that one. I'm gonna try to keep skating through it. It hurts quite a bit, but you know, it could have been a lot worse. That's one of the things you have to watch out for though with true spin top sides, particularly True Fish, is when you miss, that foot slides right out and it sends your hip right into the ledge or the rail or whatever it is you're skating. It's the same reason why I believe sweat stance is the most dangerous grind out there. And it wasn't fun, but fortunately I'm still in one piece. So we're gonna skip that trick for now. Maybe we'll come back to it. I'm thinking probably not, but it happens. All right, this grind box behind me is 24 feet long, and you can really only do about half of it if you're using the pyramid to get up to it, but it's a lot of fun. Pretty dangerous though, because if you miss your foot, it likes to trip you right there at the end where the drop gets bigger. But anyway, we're gonna start with one of my favorite tricks, which is the far side cess slide to like Machia or fish brain, whatever you wanna call it. But I really like that one. It just feels really good to lock in over on the other side. So let's get it, and then we'll go from there. All right, that one came relatively easy. So next we'll do one of my favorite grinds, and that's the Savannah, or the 270 back Savannah, whichever one you guys call it. And we'll go up, across, and down. Really difficult hold, but once you're locked in, it feels like you're really locked in. So we'll give this one a few tries, see if we can get it done. Well, obviously razors are great for grinds, but what about for gaps and transfers and air tricks? We'll go find some of those next. All right, we got some gaps, we got some grinds, but now it's time for gap to grind. And what better place than from the slant ramp over here? Massive disaster sold down the up, across, and down box, just hitting the down part. All right, so that one took significantly longer than anticipated, and just fortunate to have that one done. Again, it's probably the biggest gap to grind in the skate park, and that's one of the reasons why I like riding flat, because tricks like that are really only possible if you can get the speed, and riding all four wheels down makes a huge difference for that. All right, everybody, here's my final takeaways on the Razor SL Graphite Edition. Now, it's your standard Razor SL boot, only difference being the color, which is this very neutral soft gray, which I think goes with a number of different setups and is easily customizable with a number of different options. One of the things I love about razors is the wide footbed, which I know a number of people flock to razors specifically for that. The other thing that I really love about razor skates is the ankle support. It's sturdy and rigid enough to feel safe, but also flexible enough to lock into topside grinds pretty easily, even on square ledges. So in my opinion, it's the perfect combination, perfect balance between those two traits. As far as negatives, you're gonna get a lot of squeaking of your Razor skates unless you take them apart and wax the cuff areas in order to make that squeaking stop. So if you're bothered by the noise, that's something you should know going into it. Now another negative is the buckles. And if you fall the way I fall and you drag your foot behind you across the ground, you're gonna be grinding down those buckles, and it's not uncommon to need to replace them before you get to the end of the lifespan of the actual boot. So that's just something to be aware of. Now Razors does offer metal buckles, and those last significantly longer than the standard plastic ones that come on these boots. So that's one customization you could make, and one that I'd personally recommend. Overall, it's a great all-around skate and is perfect for beginners to more advanced skaters, and is really suitable for any riding style or terrain, whether it's skate park or street skating. It serves a really broad base. Now, it's nothing too elegant or too lavish or expensive, but for me, in my personal opinion, it is my favorite type of skates, are the Razor SLs. Anyway, it was a great time today reviewing the skates for you. I hope this was helpful. I'm Butch Lehman of Roll, Minnesota, reminding you to stay safe, stay healthy, and get out there and do some rollerblading. Till next time, everybody, peace.